Have you ever looked at the world through the eyes of a holy man, someone who sees the divine in every being, regardless of appearance or status? This is a story of a humble holy man and a hungry dog, and the lesson they taught a village that couldn't see beyond the surface. In a distant village, there lived a holy man known by everyone, but understood by no one. He was often seen walking through the streets, barefoot and dressed in ragged clothes. While others saw him as mad, he lived in a state of bliss, finding joy in the simplest moments. One day, as usual, the holy man wandered through the village, begging for food. Many ignored him, while some gave him scraps, amused by his apparent insanity. He didn't mind, he took whatever was given with a grateful heart. Finding a quiet spot by the roadside, the holy man sat down to eat. As he prepared to take his first bite, a stray dog approached, its ribs showing through its thin coat. The dog looked at him with pleading, hungry eyes. Without hesitation, the holy man smiled and began sharing his meal with the dog. He took a morsel for himself, then gave a morsel to the dog, as if they were old friends sharing a meal together. The dog wagged its tail happily, and the holy man laughed, enjoying the moment. To him, the dog wasn't just an animal, it was a companion, an equal. Soon, a small crowd gathered around them, watching the unusual scene unfold. People began whispering and laughing. "Look at him," one man said with a sneer. "He's so mad, he can't even tell the difference between a human and a dog." The villagers jeered, finding amusement in what they thought was the holy man's foolishness. The holy man looked up, his eyes filled with kindness. "Why do you laugh?" he asked gently. "Can you not see? Vishnu was seated with Vishnu. Vishnu was being fed, and Vishnu was doing the feeding." The villagers fell silent, their laughter fading away. They were left confused, unable to understand his words. At first, the crowd didn't understand. But as they looked at the holy man and the dog, sitting together as equals, they began to realize what he meant. The holy man wasn't mad, he was wise beyond their understanding. He saw the divine in everything, in every creature. There was no difference between himself and the dog, they were both part of the same sacred whole. Without another word, the holy man stood up, smiled at the dog, and continued walking down the road, the dog following close behind. The villagers watched in silence, their hearts a little lighter, their minds a little clearer. They had witnessed a divine encounter, one that left them questioning the way they saw the world. Sometimes, the greatest wisdom comes from the simplest acts of kindness. The holy man saw what others could not, that the divine lives in everything around us. Remember, true value isn't found in status or appearance, but in the way we treat all living beings. Thank you for listening, and may you find the divine in your everyday moments.